Jimmy, go. Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
And on that
How
note,
is everybody?
Good.
pretty good yourself.
Oh, mate, happy to see your smiling face. Yeah.
Doing good. It's
It's
only 25C right now at 4 a.m. here.
That's
So-
not a bad day.
It's a pretty chilly morning.
Somebody's got a message or a notification.
Not
Yeah,
me.
Not
telling
me.
me that telling me that we've just gone live.
Yeah.
Ah, well,
No,
that's
still
on
waiting for that one.
time.
So, Jason, I'm assuming Bilge will be attending in the peanut gallery.
Yes. As you can, he's got a few chats going there at the moment.
Right.
So, and yeah, Jethro sends his apologies. Well, I did get to speak. I did ring up Wombat. Yeah, he's going through a bit with his wife, and he's still looking for a job. And
Oh my goodness, I didn't know he was. Wasn't working anymore. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things
he
work out
cannot
okay.
find a good hair replacement anywhere. So,
Hey, bald is beautiful, baby.
So that's okay. But he's doing well. I gave him our best wishes and said, "Hey, we're all looking. We're all thinking of you, and we're all worried about you." So
Yeah, and seen him around here for a long time.
yeah. So he said, "Oh, I make sure that I send him the link." And I said, "Mate, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't." So, but just know we're thinking of you. So,
Yep, we are Wombat. Hope all is well, and hope things get better for you.
yeah. So, oh, hang on. I just found out.
Hey, Dom? Dom,
He's watching
did you take time to grease your hair?
Yes.
You look great. There you go. That's it. Yeah.
It looks like ridiculous, man. Looks like a bird nest.
Yeah.
Model. He's a model, Dom.
Really?
Jason, is the pitch quality better?
Yeah, mate. The Parramatta game's coming really good. It's yours.
Yeah,
Someone turned their phone sideways.
Yes.
And the lighting. Like
yes.
There's no.
Halo.
Yeah, that's right. You're coming across 1,000% better, GB. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot your name already. See, I'm so used to GB.
Gary.
With 2 R's.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
What we're going to do today is we're going to let Paulie go first and share. And I'm going to make a cuppa because Parramatta is on, and Terry Turtle's in. So Paul can take us away and explain to the world what's happening. And I'm going to make a cuppa.
Oh, I'm still working on the Frankenstein. It has a name now. And exhaust system. Pardon?
That's a short story.
Yeah, right.
Frankenstein. That's it.
Frankenstein.
Oh, Frankenstein. Okay.
Yeah, it started out life as a Mustang.
Oh, cool.
And someone was silly enough to send me a Merlin engine.
Oh, wow.
Out of a Mosquito. And yes, Harry, it has a radiator now.
Oh, wow.
And that's where the body's at.
Okay.
Wow, that is truly a wild custom car, Daddy-O.
It's getting there.
Mad Max.
Yeah.
If it was out of Mad Max, I wouldn't worry about the dents.
Yeah, you're right. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Or something you'd see at a 1960s drag strip here in the United States, down in like Southern California or something.
Yeah.
One of those George Barris custom quarter-mile cars.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I've been up to. And apparently I've misplaced the chassis for the Jag.
What?
Not the Jag.
The Jag.
The Jag.
Blimey.
It'll be around here somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think something like that's going to go missing for too long.
Oh, you haven't seen the shed.
Oh, I agree. I hear you, but something that size is. I mean, I can understand it's hiding somewhere under a box or something like that.
Yeah, the first place I checked was the box, but it's not in there.
On the floor.
No.
Oh.
Check the drawers. And I'll check the other drawers. Too many drawers.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've put it somewhere safe.
For that time
Obviously,
when you
somewhere
make that
really
choice,
safe because you can't find it.
Yeah. That's how that works.
So what else? What else are you working on, Paul?
That's it.
Ah, okay. No multi projects.
Oh, there's two.
There are.
Yeah, the Jag and the Mustang.
Can you pronounce that right, please, mate? Jag.
Jag.
No, Jag. Jag.
Bag.
Oh, unless you're Austin Powers, that's Shaguar.
The Jaguar.
Shaguar. Well, mate, awesome. Good job.
Found the wheels for it, though.
Yeah, they. Hang on, we'll go full on them. They look good.
Oh, those look good. Yeah. Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, they look the goods. So
I thought, what?
we've got a special guest, James, who's been absent for a while.
Yeah.
Ah, the
Hope
Phantom.
Hope he's
Okay.
mentally okay. Hope he's physically okay. I mean,
Oh, jeez.
he's
Yeah, I'm
got
still
the.
here.
It must be cold where he is because he's got the flannel on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is my Japanese F4 Phantom that's going on.
Okay.
So
Is that the fine molds kit?
no, this is the Hasegawa kit.
Okay. Okay. Still a good model.
And I'm just having to sand back some areas where it's kind of like fluffed up, where it dried before getting to the model.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so
James, can I ask you a
Yeah.
question? The areas that you're experiencing that, is that in like corners where wing root and fuselage meet,
Yeah.
or where stabilizer
Yeah.
meets?
it is. It's like
Yeah.
right in the wing roots.
A reason I ask is I was having the exact same problem, but only with Tamiya paint on that Kate torpedo bomber I'm working on.
Oh, right.
When I painted the part of the camouflage was used, I used AK paint, and that
Yeah.
did not have any problem with it whatsoever. I thought maybe it was a paint, but apparently it's not just the paint. What do you think that is? You think that's the pressure or the atmosphere? Maybe it's too humid, too dry.
You might not have it close enough, mate.
Yeah,
It just might
when
be
you're
trying
moving
to-
around the wings, you're moving further away.
Yeah.
So it's just something that happens.
But I'm
annoying.
using Mr. Color thinned down with the leveling thinner, and it
Right.
seems to be going all right, except for obviously the bits where it's
No, that's a great combination. Mr. Color and that leveling thinner. That's some of the
Yeah.
best model paint out there. That's why I use the lacquers more than the standard, the regular XF Tamiya paints.
yeah. I've been doing a bit of driving with the son. Well, I've been driving and he's been in the passenger seat for some BMX competition. So there's been quite a bit of driving happening, and we've got more driving happening this weekend. Next week, yeah, this coming weekend. We've bought an investment property,
Where?
Here in Caboolture. We weren't looking at as such in our backyard, but it's just a lot easier to be able to go when looking at the houses for it to be close by, because we're looking at many places around Queensland and it's like, yeah, that's nice, but there was no real chance of both Kelly and I being able to both go check it out. It would have only been me, just because of her working hours. So we paid the deposit last Friday, or the remainder of the deposit on Friday. So yeah, and also because of Kelly's work, I've also been doing a bit of dad duties with dance. So
Oh, good man.
Kind of haven't had much time, or times I have had hasn't been really corresponding with anything else. So yeah.
So,
And
mate,
next week, yeah.
just wondering, when did two-man tents become an investment property?
When did what?
When did two-man tents become an investment property in Caboolture?
I don't know.
I mean, it's hard to, mate. We can't buy here in Gladstone because there's nothing to buy.
Oh, there is places to buy in Gladstone. Oh,
Yeah,
there
but-
is. Just depends on how deep your pockets are.
Yeah, like when we got ours, like to buy ours now, you've got to have 800K, and we only paid
Yeah.
500.
Yeah, because there was a couple actually near your place that were out of our range, but there were a few near your place.
But we can't get a house, a 4-bedroom, single-level house in our like the same price range.
No,
Yet
that's
we've
right.
got a bigger property.
Yep. We our new place is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, single garage, half of a duplex.
Wow.
So
Well,
it's
that'll be rented.
It's like 200 meters from a school,
Oh,
less than a kilometer from the closest Woolworths shop and chemist and all that. So it's not gonna as soon as our it's going to be it's not tenanted at the moment, but as soon as we're ready to go, it will be. So
I mean I mean, Caboolture used to be the arsehole of the Chunky here. I sent you a link, Chunky. You know that.
Oh, mate, there's areas here that still is, buddy. There's areas that still is, but for our first investment property, we'll just see how it goes. So,
Well, I think I'd be right in giving you a big, as Jethro would say, huzzah. Well done.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
it's actually quite daunting. This investment property is costing us more than when we bought and built this house and block of land 8
It's
years
crazy,
ago.
you know.
Yeah, and this place
Then,
is
I mean-
much bigger than what we're getting.
But I mean, in your situation, you take home $5,000 a week, and you're right.
If that was the case, mate, I wouldn't have been buying in Caboolture.
Here we have. Hey,
Hello,
Dom,
everyone. Yeah?
do they sell mega tissues near you in your country?
What?
Mate, if you're going to blow your nose, wow,
No, this kitchen paper.
that's toilet paper.
No. Shut up, you're lazy Australian
buddy.
guy.
He's
to
only
see you.
saying that, Tom, because he needs that to wipe his ass with.
That's nice to wipe my chin with.
Okay. What I built, I tape it off. But this is the roof, and the backside is flat white LP4 from Tamiya, a lacquer paint. The rest of the car, I need to paint it in this color. This color is from this brand, Fire Scale. That is from Portugal. And I like the paint. It's absolutely amazing. That is my 116 Chevy Bel Air 1955 from AMT.
Not a bad kit.
No, you built them, right, Paul?
Yeah.
And my second build, what I'm doing is Tiger Mod. An airplane.
Oh, is that the ICM kit down?
Yes, this is the ICM kit, yeah. And I dry fit a couple pieces. It's only dry fit, nothing is glued. Not yet. And I have somewhere, yeah, this one. This is the engine. Not really high detail. But it's not bad. And then you have a couple pieces for on the side of the engine, and then you can glue that together on the front here. And then you make that engine hood over it with a couple parts, and I set it ready for primer. And then I can glue it together. And I do special build with it. It is not a normal Tiger Mod from England, but from the Netherlands. I'm buying Dutch decals for it. But only the problem with the Dutch decals, you can buy that nice sets from Dutch, you say that, Dutch decals. It's the set Dutch decals, the brand. And then I can make this one. And you see here with the lines, you need the cord to do. I do that with metal wires.
Oh, the rigging you're talking about?
Yeah, the rigging. Yeah, I do that with metal wires.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
That makes it stronger. Right? That makes it stronger for the build. The wings are, you can see the wings are really, really wide. So what you have then, you will do that with the rigging, then the one wing going down. Because then you have a lot of pressure on it. Because what I do that metal wires in it, and that hold it stronger on the place and make it a stronger model. Then you have not the chance you broke something. The chance is smaller. Not 100% sure, but and that round circles on that airplane wings and on the side, I let that print for a masking set.
Wow, very good.
Yeah, there's a guy at the model shop that did that printing that for me.
But it's funny you bring up a tiger moth. I was talking to my dad yesterday, and we were talking about my grandfather when he got back from the war, and they came back here, and the tiger moth came up, and he said when they were in Lismore in 1952, the Air Force got rid of all their tiger moths, like out to Evans Head and places around that area, casino in Lismore, and they started up their own flying club. Now they sold them to like just everyday people for $10 or £10, which is worth, what is it, $250 in Australia, like today's money. So you could buy one of those planes for real with spare parts for $240 in Australia, $250.
Really?
Yep. Back in 1952. Yep.
Yeah, then he is rusty and old, right?
What's that?
Then is he rusty and old.
Ruski?
Then you need to fix it.
No, these were like the ones I gave you were good, but you were able to get heaps of spare parts just for like $250. So you got a working aircraft, and then you got parts as well, like spare parts given to you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
So he said my grandfather and his mates bought 12 of them, and so they all put in their £10 of them. They got 12. They got 12 of them, and they had heaps of spare parts and all the manuals, and they had their own little flying club with tiger moths.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, so it was like, and you didn't need to be a professional pilot to fly them. You made a flying club and you had to go.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. So
yeah, it is a nice airplane. I buy this kit. It was for sale for with a discount price. Normally around this kit is around €45, 45, and I paid 25.
oh, well done.
Why not, right?
Well done.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's it. What I'm doing on the moment. There really is a really sad thing in my family going on. My mother's brother, he passed away Friday morning.
Oh, your uncle.
Yeah, my uncle. Yes.
Sorry to hear that, mate.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. There's a lot going on here in the family. I'm really a bit. It's a long story. I tell that after the stream to you,
Right, mate.
Jason.
Yeah, rightio. So we've had James, we've had Dom. Let's go to Jimmy. There we go. And while you're yapping away there, young man, I will open up the email that you sent me.
Yeah. There's photos of the two things I'm working on. Much easier that way than trying to do it on camera. First of all, my condolences to your family, Dom. Sorry to hear about that. I mean, what Jason's going to show is what I've been working on this week. We are in the midst of what looks like, just looking at the long-term forecast. I know for you guys in Australia, I know it's hotter. It's, more poisonous there. And, the sandstorms are worse. The thunderstorms are worse. I get it. I accept that. We are in the midst of a very strong heat wave here. We just started. It looks like it's going to be, Mr. Skiffins is in the house. Good morning. My long-lost doppelganger. My long-lost British doppelganger. In fact, I'm going to take my hat off seeing he's in the house and talk like this for a few moments. But anyway, it's going to looks like it's going to be through next weekend. Temps, the energy companies are going to make a lot of money. This is some really strong heat and humidity, and temps are nearing 100, so it's like 38 C. Again, I know it's funny, you talk to the folks in the UK, they're going through a heat wave there, and their temps are like 25 to 30, 31 maybe. I don't know, Harry, what's the temp averaging out where you're at in the UK? You can let us know in the chat, but they're going through a heat wave there. And so for them, it's hot. For us, it's hot. And I know for you Aussies, it's probably springtime. So
see, over here at our real hottest days, what the energy companies will do, they'll just cut the power and go, oh, the system couldn't handle everyone having their air conditioning on. They don't care. They couldn't
Really?
give two shits if you're sweating your ring bit out. They'll just do it and say,
Wow.
oh, yeah, things couldn't cope.
Oh, Scott's in the house too. Our Tasmanian friend.
Hey,
Yeah.
Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
this
Scott.
is the Rommel 250 half track, that new Tacom or Tacom, however you pronounce
Tacom.
it. Yeah, and so yeah, I think I got 4 images of this. I assembled the side plates of the hull. I painted the driver's compartment. That's the white or the ivory color, as the Germans called it, like Elfenbein or whatever it's called. And the red primer for the engine compartment. And then I tried your mixture recipe, Jason, with the dark yellow.
Yeah.
and standard yellow with it, and that's what you see on the interior of the crew compartment.
Are you happy
Then
with
of
that?
course I put some chipping fluid in there, and it beat it up, and so it looks like it beat it up when I chipped it. So the stuff kind of works okay, and then it doesn't. I tried brushing it on, and it still beat it up. So
Did you like the color?
go ahead.
Did you like the color?
You know what? I think I should have put a little bit more yellow in there. I think I hedged a little bit on the actual yellow, but it looks a heck of a lot better than the other vehicles I've got that I lighten the same color with white.
Yeah, you don't do that.
But anyhow, that's the this for me is kind of a new frontier. I've never built a kit that's essentially a full interior model.
Well, you've
So
done a
I'm
great
kind
job
of-
on that, mate. Well done.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm piecing together the assembly sequence, because if I just rush through it and build the whole thing, I got to paint the interior, and how am I going to get to it? So now I got to get the driver painted, because he's got to be putting his seat in the driver's compartment, and you're not going to be able to see much of him anyway, but you're going to be able to see him once he's installed. There's a lot of little parts. Anyone who's built a Tacom kit knows they pack their models with a lot of little parts, and they're difficult to clean, and they're not always the easiest thing to install. But it's going well. I mean, I like the model. Don't get me wrong. It's just
It
a new
looks good,
challenge. I'm sorry.
Looks good. It looks good, Jim.
Thank you. Thanks, Gary. Jason, if you go to the other set, there's another set of images too I sent, and those will be the torpedo bomber. Just what I've been doing lately. I'm hoping to have that done by the end of this week, because I'm getting real close. Excuse me while I rub the sleep out of my eyes. Should be there, because I amended the same message with the images. Please stand by, folks.
You can only do one thing at a time. Click the button or breathe.
Yeah, and I'm doing well.
Chew gum or walk.
There you go. At least I don't have a
Hey,
sign
Jeffro.
on the
Jeffro's in the house. I didn't
Breathe
see
in
that.
and breathe
Jeffro.
out.
Yeah, there you go. If you scroll through the images, I just been adding a little chipping with a pencil. Instead of trying to do it with paint or the chipping fluid, I just take a pencil, and there's an Englishman. He's got his YouTube channel. What's he called? Mach Models, MACH Models. And he tried this method, and he passed, and I adopted it, not as my own, but as a try at it. Just tap the pencil on the surface, and it looks more like chipping than trying to do it with a brush. I'm not very good.
What pencil is this, Jim?
Just a regular lead pencil. Just
Okay.
a regular lead pencil. You would have like not like a carpenter's pencil, the real wide one, but a standard
Mhm.
drawing pencil. You know,
Yep.
like the ones you had when you were kids in school.
Yes. Yep.
So
Yep.
I keep one of those handy, because I tried weathering pencils, and they work okay, but they're kind of an expensive for that. And yeah, that's the other side. I used Flory clay-based washes on this thing. I used a gray to soak into the rivet detail and the panel lines on that. And that stuff works great. You just apply it, let it dry, and then you wipe it off with a damp cloth, and what's left sinks into the all of the recessed details, and it's real easy to control. I was there. You can't see it there, but if you go close up, you can see I added a little chipping to the cowling, and just a little bit here and there. I found that less is more when it comes to chipping effect. The more subtle, the better it is. I did a little bit along the wing roots where you see where the folding mechanism is on the top of the wing there, and there the walkway. So that's the state of this thing right now. The others are the landing gear I'm working on, which is kind of rickety, but I mean it's a 55-year-old model. This thing was originally tooled in 1972. So it's and those are the bomb racks on the bottom. It's this particular aircraft had general purpose bombs. This airplane was based on the carrier Shikaku, and they hit what was it? They hit they hit airfields. I think that's where they were assigned to hit. So that's why they carried the GP bombs, and no torpedo, no big armor piercing bomb. Anyway, that's the state of the Cape. So I'm done. Next.
Okay. And then
Nice.
see,
Oh yeah, you can see the chipping. Yeah, you see with what I did was, like I said, I just literally tapped it along the surface. I didn't draw it on. I didn't try and, like you would with a brush, try and paint it on, because I'm not any good at that. I'm pretty envious of people who can do it, who can paint chipping effects, like Martin Kovac, the Uncle Night Shift, how he does his chipping. Holy shit, he does his stuff so good. So I tried that pencil method, and thank you again, Mock Models, if you're watching, which you may or may not be, but that's turned out to be a very good method. And the graphite in a pencil looks closer to metal than the silver paint. It isn't such a high contrast, especially when you're going over a dark color. So anyway, I'm done. Thanks.
well done, mate. Great stuff.
Right.
And here we have Gaza looking bright and shiny.
I'm glowing now, aren't I?
He is Gaza the Glower.
Well, this is what I've been up to. Got this all done. This is the Honda Civic
Type
in the
R.
sorry.
Type R.
Yes. Yep. And so, like, I've done the at the front here, I've done the carbon fiber up top there, and down the bottom here, that's the carbon fiber, and it's all ready for 2K.
Yep.
That's what I've done with that, as well as the so that's the spoiler there with the carbon fiber on it.
Yep.
That's there. And while I've been working on that, I've also been back onto the truck I haven't touched for about 8 months. So that's the truck build.
Oh, very
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Wow. Very
Yeah.
cool. Did you paint that? Is that
Yeah.
molded plastic or paint?
No, that's the paint I used. I sprayed it on.
Wow.
And that's the
Yeah, that's why I don't build cars, because I can't get that kind of paint finish on a vehicle like
so
that.
there's the chrome work there that I had to spray on myself. And so like the fenders there in a different color, so as well as that's the top there. So
Very nice, Gary. That is really sharp.
Yeah,
thank you.
shiny.
Thank you. Thank you. So that's what I've been working on. Yeah. So like I've had a week off from work so far. So 1 week down, I've got 1 more week off work. So I'm just doing all this, getting ahead, hopefully, before I go back to work, and then my modelling starts to slow down a little bit.
Well, I hope everybody's been watching Gaza's shorts that he's been doing, and that one he did on the model room on YouTube. So if you're watching this for the first time and you haven't gone and subscribed to Gaza's GV Models YouTube channel, please go and do it. Make sure you like it and subscribe, or we'll send Jimmy in the dark to your bedroom, and that'll just scare the shit out of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we'll make sure he waxes his head when he walks in. Right, Jimmy?
Thanks,
Yeah.
Chase. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, buddy. So, Chunks decided to grace us with his presence.
Hello.
Are you
Good
used to
evening.
putting your hands up?
Sorry.
Are you used to putting your hands up?
Yeah, I do. Sorry. Yeah, I give up easy. I always have. What have I been doing? Not much.
I don't
Back
know
at the
what I've been.
bench the first time since last week I was crook. I didn't get in here. I woke up and thought I'd come on, but I was still a bit crook, so I went back to bed. But I've spent all day in the shed, and I thought I'd come in. It was getting a bit cold. The fire was going low, and I thought if I restoke it, I'll stay out there. So I've come in. I'm just still working on the little 172nd Centurion. Haven't done much for 2 weeks since I was last in here. I've only done little bits and pieces. So, but apart from that, just working, and I don't know, had some good weather. It's been cold at night, but it's been good today. Typical Victoria. We had a couple of good days yesterday and today. But I think tomorrow it's going to be shit again. Yeah, not much more to report, really.
Well, that was, mate, fantastic. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, so not much.
Well, buddy. Whew.
Not much to report, unfortunately.
Right. Well, I've had a interesting week. I did my video, got my video out for YouTube. That was pretty. I enjoyed that. But came second on Thursday. And in golf, it's the usual thing. You're playing well, but you're trying to keep calm about it. You know you're playing well. Everything's going straight. Everything's like I missed 2 fairways out of 18. It was great. And then my mate says, you're going to win today. He says, you're killing it. We're playing Stableford points, and there's 3 holes to go. He says, you only need 2 on every hole, and you're killing it. Well, no, okay. You think I could get 1 point? I need 2 holes. No. I still put the ball, the driver, straight down on the fairway with my second shots. Nah, couldn't do that. So it was okay. Played yesterday and played very well. I played with some South Africans, and that was pretty cool. Took everything in me, even though I had a little bit of fun with them. And Jeffro, we were talking about it today. We were talking about, because when Jeffro, the Prez, and myself are together, when we go away, we start talking in Afrikaans, and it's like, so listen to your friend, hey, he knows what he's talking about. Listen here, I hit that ball a long way, hey. I tell you what, I bet you go to McDonald's further than that, hey. So we just muck around with these South African boys, and it's great. So that was good. As I said, spoke to my old man, and he sent me through some photos. I can't remember where he said he was when these were taken. They're in somewhere in New South Wales, but this is up near Cairns, he said, and this bloke's just got all these, and he just cuts them up, sitting in his backyard, or his property. So have a look at this. This is this.
Oh, that's Tank Farm.
No.
No, there's a place down here that he's collected them all.
No, this is up in Cairns.
Yeah.
So, and you're not in Cairns.
No, that's the Tank Farm from Ozama.
Yeah, so no, what they get it from him, but this is his property, yeah. So yeah, it gets all this just gets chopped up. So Dad was there, and he was like, couldn't believe what he was saying.
Wait a minute,
Matilda.
Is that a Matilda?
That's a Matilda.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Nice.
all of old Sid Beck stuff when he was still alive from his museum up in Mariba. When he died, his kids just tried to sell what they could and just got rid of everything.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool, Dad sharing me with that. So I'm happy with that. And then again, you would have seen on the YouTube episode where I'm going ahead nicely with the Farmo, so that's good. Was looking for a few things and found them for my RC stuff, like a receiver, all my servos, speed controllers. I found 2 engines that are OS Maxes. I found some propellers, found a spinner, found the glow plugs, found glow plug tools. Like, I found about $1,000's worth of stuff. I'm like, cool. And then in that, I found these old things from a few years back.
Okay.
Oh, you're a bus driver?
Yeah, so these are awards like this one. Outstanding customer service. A passenger on our 904 service would like to say a very big thank you for your kindness and quick thinking. You hear that? Quick thinking towards an elderly resident that had an episode and clutched in the middle of the road. They were so impressed with how you handled the situation and took care of her until emergency services arrived. Well done, Jason, on this incredible act of kindness. And I'm like, fuck off.
So wait a minute. So I understand this. You used to be a bus driver?
Yeah, I drove buses. Yeah, I've driven buses.
All right.
Yeah.
You're the Australian Ralph Cramden.
No.
You don't know who Ralph. Do you know?
Yeah,
Ralph
I know who Ralph Cramden is. Yeah. No, I'm not Ralph Cramden.
And Bill could be your Norton.
It was just, I just find it that you'd be nice for nothing. You don't do it for all this crap, but they got shit tons of that shit, and it pisses me off with the world. So, my B&A order arrived. So,
Yes, I watched your video earlier. Yeah, nice collection. What is that? The Atom paints?
no, this is
ATOM?
MIG ammo.
No. They've introduced a new line of paint called Atom, ATOM. I was just curious.
No. This is your
standard?
stock standard.
Okay. Now, what do you think about water-based acrylics as your main colors for your paint? I prefer lacquers myself. I feel safer using those.
I work out what I'm basing the model around, what I'm going to use, like majority in the build, like what paint I'm going to use, and then I work back from there. I'm not worried about adding this and that to this and that if I know what that is at the start. So, you know what I mean? So I analyze
I think I do. I'm just speaking in terms of feeling secure that the paint is going to stay on, like your outlaw, like the outlaw paint. Once that's on, it's on.
It's on. Yeah. So, but if you seal it up,
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
That's where I think a lot of people forget to seal them up and wonder, well, why is this coming off? Well, did you seal your final coat? Did you seal your weathering? Did you make sure it's going to stay? No. Oh, well, and it's going to come off. So,
well, yeah. Let me ask you this: do you, if you're going to paint with, let's say for just for the sake of argument, you're going to paint that model with straight onto the bare plastic with the acrylic, would you undercoat it first?
Yes, absolutely. Yep, always prime.
Yeah.
Never ever will I not prime anything.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that the water-based acrylics need the primer because with my experience with them, and I mean all of them, including Tamiya, which is not a water-based acrylic, but it is alcohol-based, they will lift if there's nothing underneath them.
So what I like to do, and it might sound strange, so you wash your kit in the sink with the dishwashing liquid. That's all good. Good prep. Everybody should do that every time. Then I'll get maybe 6,000 grit or 8,000 or 15,000, and I'll run over it. Like especially big surfaces, I'll give it just a nice little brush over. Then I'll rinse it off again in the sink and bring it out. That way, you won't notice it to the naked eye pretty much that you put a coat of, like you run sandpaper over it, but it'll ripple up the plastic enough to grip hold of
the paint will thank you.
Yeah, it's like Velcro. It gets the hook into it, and whereas using the acrylic lacquers, they're a melting. I'll still like when it used to be outlaw. that primer interlocked with that base coat, and that base coat interlocked with the clear.
Right.
So
Yes.
that was the process, the chemical process of that. But if you're using your water bases and stuff like that,
Yeah, water-based paint is fine. I have no problem with it. What I'm saying is what I've learned, and the best way to use them is to have a strong undercoat, and then they're perfect. They work great. I love them. I use them mostly for brush painting. I have used them for airbrushing, but the reason I don't use them for airbrushing is that I just find that lacquers work. They're so easy. They're so simple to work with. They're so strong. And like Outlaw, bottle a model. You don't have to thin it. You pour it in and paint it. You're good to go. The acrylics, I use those for brush painting.
Yep. I mean, and I'm just opening up something. Bill said he sent me something.
Yeah, he did. That's right. A few moments ago. Yeah.
But I'm looking. I'm not sure where he sent it. Did he send it on the phone? Did he send it in Facebook? I'm looking in emails.
Gary, what do you paint with when you make all your car models and stuff? Because those colors are so deep and glass-like and glossy, and what medium? What kind of paint?
I use a primer filling that's Proscal. And the colors are also from Proscal.
Are they lacquers? Are they enamels? What kind of paint are they?
They're a lacquer.
It's a lacquer.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to know.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah,
I was just trying to think. But they're the paints that I majority of the colors that I do use. I've tried sort of I think the last one I did was the XY Falcon that was done in the Tamir one. You remember that green one, Jim?
Let's see. The Falcon, you mean the
XY
Falcon. The car?
Yeah.
Yeah, the DDA kit.
Yes, now I remember. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You used Tamiya's on that?
Yeah, that was a Tamir color on that one, a green Tamir color. X something.
Have you tried their lacquers, Gary? The Tamiya lacquers? I mean, I don't know if they make them in car colors. I know they make them in military colors.
Yes, I've tried. I have tried that on the X30. Not X, F35A. Tried it on that. So that's the first time I've used the lacquer colors on the LP colors. So yeah.
What'd you think of them?
I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, besides the fact that they stink to high hell, man. They're awful smell. But they work great. You know what I found out? With those Tamiya lacquers? They brush paint pretty well too. In fact, they brush paint better than the alcohol, the X and XF paints. They don't lift quite so easy between coats.
Yep. I've only ever tried it on that fighter plane because I sort of had to mix up various LP colors to get that unusual color that goes on the F-35s. Yeah.
What is that called? What is that? Have glass or something like that?
Have glass.
Half glass. Yeah. Yep. So I've tried it on that. So I'll bring it out and show you actually.
Excuse me.
Well,
sorry to take over your show, mate. I'm just curious to know what other people's experience with different kinds of paint and what they would use them for, because as you know, there it is. Nice. Oh, that's a 48 scale kit.
Hang on.
I'll try and grab it more better. Oh, I've just dropped the thing. Hang on.
Oh, he's just dropped his thing.
Yeah. So that's it underneath as well.
Very cool. Wow.
Yeah,
Very
that's the front with pilot in it.
Now, you know what I hate about the F-35, Gary?
What?
Now the production ones are out. They don't have the different colours on the tape.
Yeah. I was everybody doesn't use the decals on the what do they call it, Paul?
It's called RAM tape.
RAM tape.
RAM.
That's it. Yeah. So everybody uses the actual tape and then sprays the main colour and then peel the tape off to reveal the RAM. So yeah, that's I've got the F-35B, so I'm looking forward to doing that one. But yeah, Jim, that's the first time I've used LP colours.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks. I was curious to know because I've sprayed them too. Excuse me. Let me get my image back. I was just going for a cup of Joe. I've used them for both airbrushing and just brush painting for the sake of trying it. It wasn't anything I deliberately set out to do.
Yeah, I found them pretty good for airbrushing. Particularly, I haven't tried just actually painting with paintbrush with them.
Chunky, bring it back up, mate.
Oh, it's a bit dusty. I'll have to wipe it if you put it on the big screen.
No, it's weathering.
It's not where it sits. It's not bad. This is when LPs first come out, I used nothing but LPs doing cars. So,
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Very cool.
And I think that's an LP as well, with a flick in it.
Oh, nice.
That's a very dusty.
Oh, the old shoebox Nova. Okay, wow.
Yeah, I dropped it though. I lowered it right on it, dropped it on its guts.
That's nice.
I like that. I like
a couple more. Yeah, I did. Everything I did was LPs. I don't know what else. There's a heap more there. They're even dustier though. I'm not getting them down. So, but you know, I've got all the LPs when they first come out, because it was an easy one to get here when the lacquer started. But a lot of these are all painted with X and XFs I use, so you couldn't get a lot. Then SMS brought a few out, and then I went to Outlaw. I don't know what else I've got. I've got a few Mr. Hobbies, but I've always kind of been to me, around the top of my roof, there's 100 TS cans. So I used to do a lot of decantering and doing all that stuff. And then they brought up the LPs, which was a lot easier than having to stuff around decantering. But I still got 100 cans. I don't know what I'm ever going to do with them. But
I was about to go and say that. How do you find trying to use up the rattle cans? They're still hanging around.
I've got all the colours. Well, you know, Paul Bretland, we were having a comp. I was buying who could get as many. This is going back probably 2018, 17, 2018.
Yeah.
And I think I was working away. I was working in Geelong, and I went past Hobbies Direct, which is in Geelong. I used to drive past it virtually on the way home every Friday, and I used to go in and I'd probably spend a couple of hundred every week, and I'd buy 10 TS cans.
Yep.
And then he got some shipment and got like 40 cans and blew me out of the water. So
Yeah.
I think it's 105 cans. I think I've got. So
Wow.
that's
That's a
actually
lot.
coloured. There's a lot of car. There's also a lot of. I've got a few of the AVs for the aviation ones, and that's not including all my primers. I've probably still got 14, 15 cans of primer, grey, white, pink, maroon, and then I've probably got 10 or 11 cans for clear.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my clear, I think that one, I don't know, that actually might be 2K. I'm not sure if that's 2K on that or not, actually. There's a few here that I didn't 2K, just straight out of the gun.
Yeah, I ended up giving my rattle cans away. I sold a couple of models. Bloke came down, And he came down and I said to him, look, mate, but I've got some rattle cans here for you. I probably had about 40 to 50 of them. I said to him, I don't want anything for them. Just get them out of here. Take them.
I'll still get her. I still don't mind the decantering and going through all that stuff, and I quite enjoy that system. And like with Paul, like I follow the way Paul used to decant it. I still do it exactly the same way as he showed me probably 9 years ago. I still do it the same way because this car here, this little car here, that is done nothing only with rattle cans, not decanted or anything.
Yeah.
It's all done with rattle, just
rattle
to prove
can.
that you didn't have to have airbrushes and all that. So I actually just did it all with rattle cans.
Yeah.
And I put a bit of a glue when I was putting the glass in, so that's why that window's half open.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Had
Cool.
to cut the top of the window off. So that's just a little bit. That's a little bit of air in when he's driving down.
And it just goes to show there's nothing you can do in this world that makes a Peugeot look good in any way.
It's the only one I've got. I don't really. When I got back into it, I hadn't done it for 20 years. So when I kind of got back into it, I was on Paul's. So they used to do a lot of rally cars. So I bought a lot of rally cars. The only one I still haven't done, I've never done an Impreza. I've got 4 of them there, Suvi, but I've done a heap of Lancers. I've got all the Lancers. But then I kind of went into more of the muscle cars and stupid bloody AMT and.
They're hit and miss the AMTs.
But people buy an AMT kit and complain about it. I said, well, you shouldn't be buying an AMT kit if you're going to complain about it because.
The main thing, talking about AMT models, I've been seeing those kits. You guys are building the muscle cars and everything. I've been seeing those since I've been going to the 5 and dime local store and then the bigger hobby shops in my neighborhood. That's how long they've been around. And I guess that company Round 2 that owns all those molds and the packaging rights. That's why they can still pack them in the old boxes. They're located not far from me in around South Bend, Indiana. And what they did is they've cleaned up a lot of that tooling. So you're not just getting you're not getting a 50-year-old mold, with flash and all kinds of crap around it. They bought all those molds and they've cleaned them up as much as they can. So credit to those guys. They've really brought back a lot of great old models that are obviously creating. I mean, here we are. You guys are all in Australia, and Dom's got an AMT kit. He's in Western Europe. I mean, they're obviously making a lot of money on those things. So
I've got way too many of them. Way too many.
Way too many
Revell kits. I've even got an MPC, a couple of them. Like that's even going worse. Like they're
Yep, MPC. Oh yeah. I remember all those. Yep, every one of them. They had quite a collection.
That's what it was. It was Revell. Yeah. Well, above there, up there's 250 kits above my head. So one of these days, if the stock ever lets go, I'm in some strife. So I can't go anymore. I'm to the ceiling. I can't go any higher. So.
Well, I'm hearing
they are sort of like a bit of a hit and miss, the AMT kits.
Chunk.
Yeah, I was doing the Yenko Camaro when I put it back in the box. It's all painted. All it has to be done is the decals and put together. I just wasn't feeling it. And now that's why, for some reason, I've gone to 72nd Armour for some reason. I don't know why. But I seem to be enjoying them after doing this little one here. After doing that little Abrams, it was thoroughly enjoyed it. That's a little Ming one, so
okay,
it's just a great little kit. So yeah, for some reason I bought about 7 or 8 of them now. So, but this is I never heard of this Mob Vispid. And they do a lot of them, and they come with metal barrels and photo etch and everything. So,
So, how many, Chunk? You said, have you got a ceiling? Like, as in do you have like, what do you call it? Gyprock ceiling where you are?
Yeah.
So the kits go all the way up to that. remove the gyprock. Dang, geez.
No, I've got a spare room too where they've spilled into. So
Is that
Yeah,
above
that's
the
it.
that's the life of a model builder is your stash.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
good clear there. Huh? Oh, yeah.
And then
Holy
people
cow.
say I am crazy with my stash.
So
You got a great stash there, Dom.
Yeah,
well,
I
I've
know.
got some there. I've got some in the shed. There's some in the spare room. I've probably got. I'm pretty sure there's nearly 200 and something there, but that's cars. Like I've got 22 bike kits, and I don't even build bikes. But there's rally cars, normal cars, and there's armor. You know, there's ships, there's planes, there's figures, and then you go out into the other rooms where there's a lot of AMT and Rebel stuff. Just sort of because I can't go any further that way. Like I'm taking the corner of the lounge room, so the whole idea is to build onto the shed and build an actual proper little space out there, so I can get all this crap out of inside. So one day, I've been saying it for 6 years, 7 years. I still haven't got any close to doing it. So
Well, you've planned it.
Funds.
Well,
Oh, I even thought about knocking a little corner of the shed and just building a little 2 meter by 2 meter sealed room out there. It's too dusty with me work and building stuff and woodworking and all that. Just
Yeah,
covers
we've got
everything in there.
we got all the ones you see in this room, which are everywhere, and then we've also got the storage locker, so which is 6x9 that you can't spring a cat in, and then the only thing it is got is kits in it. So 6 meters by 9 meters to the roof, and yeah. So, but those kits in there, they're mainly for kids' inheritance. So,
Yeah.
But
I've only
Jason,
been since
a while ago you had a
2017.
metal shed in your garden, right?
what's that, buddy?
You had a metal shed in your garden.
Yeah, that's full as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've been back mine since 2018, probably full on. So I haven't done too
But,
bad.
I mean, I'm not worried about it. It's there's stuff for the kids in the future and grandkids in the future. So,
Yeah.
what did you say there, George? Buffer Shara, SHARHER. Where did you send the message, mate? Where did you send the message? I can't share what I can't see. George? Yeah. If I don't have an email or I can't physically see it, I don't, or a text message. Yeah.
Jace, did you see? I saw that Midwest Models brought out the Titanic engine that you can get a model engine.
And I contacted B&A about that one.
Okay.
Because they actually, so I contacted whatever kits they were that make them, and I had a look on their page, and they said does not fit the Trumpeter Titanic 1200, right?
Right.
But on B&A, I spoke to Brian, and it said this kit is for the 1200 Trumpeter Titanic. So he sent me an email and thanked me, and I think he's adjusted it on the website. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean it's about each piece is about 2 to 3 mil bigger
Mhm.
than the actual 1200 scar.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it will not fit in. So hang on.
No.
Hey
I think
guys,
you said you put it beside it.
Yeah, that doesn't interest me. Putting it beside.
Okay.
hey guys, I'm gonna bail. I'm getting myself ready for a bicycle
There you
ride before it heats up too much here. I want to get out on the road before 9 a.m.
Hang on, mate.
Okay, Jim.
So I'm gonna see you guys next weekend. Maybe not. I got an organized ride next week's 29th, right? Yeah. So I may be around. I may not for next week.
Hang on, just before you go, mate. So Bill said to send this to you to show you this on like right now.
Okay, let's see it.
So I've just got to bring it up here. All right. Add the stage. Let's go full screen on that. I think the volume's there, so here we go. Here.
Oh, I know this car.
Oh, there we go.
Got it sitting up there as well.
See if we got some volume on it. George is with us.
Oh, nice old car. Aha, the 56. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty. I like that color.
Mm.
Yeah, that was done in. I'm not sure if I made that one up for him. Yeah.
That is really sharp. You know, the 56 Chevy gets overlooked amongst the three classic Bel Air Chevy cars. The 55 and the 57 especially get all the love and attention, but the 56 is a beautiful car. Bill, you should try and find yourself a 56 Nomad and pair it up with that.
That's a nice job.
That's really great.
Bilge is a very good builder.
Yeah, he is. This is why I don't build car models. I couldn't come anywhere near that in my dreams, let alone in real life. No way. Yeah, looks great, Bilge. That you should take that to a contest. You'd win. You'd win a competition.
And good news, Parramatta just won, so life's great again. Beat the Gold Coast. Mate, Jimmy, have a safe day, buddy.
Okay, guys. Thanks a lot. I'll see you.
We'll see you next week.
Yep. We'll see. I'll let you know ahead of time. Send the link to me because you never know. It may rain next Sunday, and I'll be shit out of luck as far as the ride goes. So send the link, and I'll let you know what's going on. Okay.
Well, Jim, we'll be praying for rain then.
Thank you very much, Gary. I paid $50 for that ride. It's going toward charity. So even if I don't ride, it still goes toward a good cause. So
we're all chip in and reimburse you.
$50 American. $50 American.
All right.
Oh, there you're pushing it.
Yeah. It's like what, 100 Australian?
50 cents Australian.
80.
Yeah. So yeah. All right, guys. Everyone, take care. See you next week. Bye-bye.
See you, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting model for the Titanic. Bit of photo edge that comes along with it for the railing and stuff like that. For that, it looked pretty interesting.
Yeah, because I was very interested in that myself.
Yeah.
But when I found out the scale was wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was contemplating doing a cutaway section to show that, and because when I went to the museums and that, I was like, "Whoa, yeah, that's great."
Yeah.
And then when that came up, I'm like, "Ooh!" And then when I did my investigating, because you think if you just step out 1 or 2 mil, that you're out of scale.
Yeah.
Like you like even your handrail diameter, your height of the handrails, everything's out.
The handrails were shit. Everyone fell over them. Bloody pointless.
Didn't do them any good.
No.
Yeah. Just hanging around. No,
Yeah.
So that's the I'd be keen to build that, but I think that just doing the Titanic, that's going to be enough. So,
And yeah, I'll get around to finishing it one year.
Yeah, with everything I've got to go in her, I think that's going to be quite enough. Like that's, and looking I've looked at a few other channels lately, and they've tried the system of being able to disassemble. You know, so you can take off and look in what you built deck by deck. Does not work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just useless doing it. So
Right.
maybe
I had thought about putting in sort of like the tables, chairs, dividing the rooms up, but by the time you put all the deckings on, you don't see any of it.
no, you're not going to. Yeah, you just. There's a couple like on the Midwest Model Shop. Yeah, but you're having to get right up close to look in. And I'm thinking not many people go right up close to look in unless you're taking that to be judged.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. If you're having to display and show your friends and family, they're not going to, get the little torch and you're looking and they're just, wow, look at that. So
they're more about external than the internal stuff.
Yeah. So I'd rather, have all the bells and whistles, which I will have on, like the PCB boards and the lighting and all that, and the smoke, and a really beautiful model, then
something you're not going to see.
$3,000
Yep.
On internal crap, and nobody's seen it.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'll know what I spent. The wife will know what I spent, and nobody will see. Like the staircase, like they're covered, so it's very hard to see into the grand staircases. Like you've got the decorative dome, but then you've got the cover, the big covers.
Yes.
So you're having to peek down through this little gap to see the grand staircase. Is that no?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'm not good at common sense, but I look at that as well. You can't see it while you're buying it. It's like, imagine telling your mate, "Oh yeah, by the way, if you look just in there, you can't see it, but in there, I spent $700. Why can't I see it? Just believe me, it's in there." If this ever goes to sea, they'll be good.
Yep. That's the same like with the Lancaster bomber. Which way I'm swinging on that one, because I think I'm leaning to the Hong Kong model. But
do not go to Hong Kong.
No.
Do not go to Hong Kong. No.
No. Okay.
No. Your fitment on your HKs are, well, I found they were shit.
Right.
Their detail, shit. Like even they've got things in the wrong place. So I wouldn't know. And
so which one would you? So which one would you prefer?
The border models, or whatever it is. Is it the border one I bought?
Yeah, the border.
Yeah, I bought the two border model. I bought two 132s.
Okay.
Wondering about your detail inside, right?
Yes.
How are you going to show it?
That's correct. Yeah.
You and I we'll talk again, email or whatever I'll call.
Yep.
That's the camera. That will fit in
is it really?
Lancaster.
Okay.
No, I gave her my good set. She had my good headset before. I don't know what she's done with that. No. So yeah, that camera.
Yeah.
Costs $3 or $4 on Temu or whatever. You can pair it. It's got an SD card. It's got Wi-Fi. It's USB-A, I think it is.
Yep.
USB-C.
No, that's not a USB-C, that one, Dom.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
It's got the hump, right? So That's Wi-Fi that will fit in the 172 Epics, and they come like this.
Okay. Yeah.
I just broke the seal. Well, that's the back of it. I broke the seal on it.
Uh-huh.
Pulled the camera out, like gently poked it out of the front there. And I've got two of those, and they, so you can run them on, what do you call it? You could have like a little battery, rechargeable battery or whatever that you can.
The flat batteries. Yeah. Yep.
They're not using a lot of power. Straight to your phone, straight to your tablet, straight to your PC. So if you take that to a show,
Okay.
you can see inside.
Right. Okay. Because that's what steered me away from the border one. Paying all that money and not seeing the inside.
Well, there you go. There's your solution.
Exactly.
And
yep.
The reason I've got those is I can have one facing forward and aft.
Yep. Okay. That's a good idea.
Sometimes I have them.
Full of good ideas.
My wife is laughing in the background. Laughing. I married you. Yeah, we all do silly things, don't we?
Yeah, I do a lot of them according to my wife.
But that's the. So all the crap I've got that I've collected over all the great investments I've made for this family. See, you know, when I think ahead for every, as I said, like last week or week before, for every build, I'm thinking, what do I need before I get to it? What am I like? Do I really want that model? Yes. Okay.
Yep.
What do I need for that model? What do I want that model for other people to look like? What do I want out of it? And what do I want to do to it? So I've got all my motors for that length. I've got like I've got a B17. I've got a gearing system for the ball turret. So you can press a button and the ball turret will spin. And the top turret will spin.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I just probably about 6 weeks ago I picked up a B17, 132 scale, Hong Kong kit.
Yep.
It's the what one is it? I forgot.
The Mighty 8.
The 132nd one you got?
Yeah.
17G, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
It comes with the figurine, the Queen.
Might be an E or an F. Does it have a
I
chin
can't remember
turret?
now.
Have a look at Dom's done.
Oh, Dom's little Willie.
Yeah,
Little Willy.
but I think I showed it earlier. I'm not sure. But
Yeah, you did, but we love looking at it because you did a great job on it, mate.
It's a stunner, Don.
there was it's a 116 Tacon kit. I'm really, really happy with the engine. You see all the what I did scratch build was the yellow cables.
You just wanted to show them off, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did it get dirty at all, Dom, or is that straight off a production line?
No, I set them on this way. I set them in my closet. I have them here in my. I have a Hobbyson cabinet with one area, and I set all my work in progress. It's a really big kit. This is a work in progress kit, was it? And I set it then here for my cats. Then he cannot destroy it.
So you're still doing all the weathering and that to go on that one?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But I let them for now. I let them there, and I go think over what I go to do with it. It is a pain in the ass to build. All that the wheels. The model is too heavy for the wheel system.
Oh, the suspension.
Yes. Dus what you're doing, you need to drill holes in it and do metal rods in it.
Yep.
Well,
Well,
otherwise,
you're-
laterally, what we say, he falling down on his wheels. His wheel broke, and then boom, it's too heavy for that. Yeah, we say that suspension or something.
That's it.
Suspension.
Suspension, yeah.
Suspension.
Yeah, okay. My English is not so good, I know.
You're doing great, Dom. No, you really do a good job, mate. I mean, you should give yourself, I mean, we all give you a huzzah because you speak English very well for somebody who doesn't speak English.
Yeah, I have never learned any English on school.
Neither did I.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, but I was on school. We had no English on school. We had more working with your hands and everything, making things. That was more the thing what we got on school.
Oh, that was my teenage years working with my hands.
Some people say you haven't stopped.
Oh no. Come on, Jason. Okay, we go dirty jokes. Okay, I tell you a dirty joke.
Mate, my mind wasn't going there, Dom. Yours is the one that went straight.
Oh, okay. Who call you 2 female pilots?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
3 cockpits.
What's that? What do you call 2 female pilots?
Yeah, 3 cockpits.
Very good.
Very good, right?
I would be offended, but I thought it was funny, and I don't. Yeah. But yeah, Gazza, mate, your room looks great. The lighting is a lot better.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot better.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah, I didn't buy any more models.
Oh,
Just brighten
Yeah,
it
that
up
won't
a bit
last.
more, mate. Just if you can. I don't know how you're going to do it. But muck around with it. Do all your recording. I do dummy recordings just to see what your lighting's like.
Okay.
Go
Yep.
over and over till you know that when you're sitting down or if you're standing up, that's where your lighting is, especially if you're going to show a model. You know when
Yes.
you go to a model show, if the lighting's shit, the model look done. You might as well look at a brick.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's like, me just turning this down. It's dark, and so
Yeah, my let's just say my modelling skills are much more better than my technology skills. Put it that way.
mate, you're doing awesome. These are just hints and tips. I mean, people want to see your work. It is very good. Paul even said,
he's not bad.
yeah, I
Thanks.
was going to say other things, but there he goes. Being humble again, Paul. They call him Humble Paul.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
No, mate, just say it how it is. But yeah, I got my stats from B&A. Sell me 1 mil card.
Actually, I've got to put a bit of an order in for B&A.
Yeah, I got me
Yeah.
2 mil and 1.5 evergreen. I got my 2 mil and 1.5 rod and
Metal
tubing. And then I've got the micro aluminium, micro alum tubing, 1 millimeter by 0.8. Yeah. So
Yeah, the 2.5 makes good exhaust systems, Jason.
rightio, but I'm on the money with the 1.5 and 2 for hinges. I know that. So you want a bit of strength in them. So go for paintings here. Awesome, mate. Good to see you. But that's all. Well, I mean, I can use that for anything now, but all that was basically bought for the Supernatural Impala. So what I'll be doing is finishing up that Farmo, the cab, and everything like that, like getting it all together. Won't be gluing the wheels and everything on. That can be broken down. I've gone through the instructions, so if I want to display it, I can take the cab off, the rear tray off, and put them beside each other, like so people can look at the weathering that will be in from the top in the engine bay. So that'll be, yeah. Because I mean, you've seen the wheels and everything, like all the effort I put into them. The exhausts, air tank, and the exhaust have come up a treat. Like all the different tones in them, like the weathering tones I've got in them.
Yeah.
So there's 5 lots of hairspray on that I've gone through. The only thing I've got to do is on the clamps there and there. Throwing some what do you call it? Dark line on those. And that's my air tank. So that's come up a treat.
Okay.
So all that gets assembled. The weathering on that. See the tones in there? The dark tone?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's all on there, in there as well. Inside, front, back, sides, underneath.
Yeah.
Near the gearbox, which leads then to that system plus all my other shit I've got to throw in there, like
Nice.
sand where it catch. You know, like the terrain where it catches, it's all been picked up by the tracks and the front wheels and spun up around the shaft on the gearbox. And so I'm trying to think what would happen if I'm going forward to that vehicle underneath. Where is it going? So yeah, that's the aim there. Again, did I mention Parramatta one night?
Couple
Really?
of times.
Very good. Very happy.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump off. I'll catch you next week.
Yeah, mate. Send you the email and we'll be looking forward to seeing you again, big fella.
All right. We'll see you guys.
See
Yeah,
ya.
later, Gary.
Bye, Gary.
Right, everybody. Well, that's going to leave us with 4. And we will say good night. We'll see you again. Thank you very, very much for rocking up again every week that you do. I'm sure you have got lives, but, you know.
I haven't.
Nah.
Not really.
But thank you again, and we will talk to you then. Until then, take care, have a safe week, and it's all good. Catch us later.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.